Hello dear students, hope you all are safe at home. As we were doing the lesson 1 of civics, the organs of Indian government, the legislature, parliament. I'll give you a quick review. Parliament, India's central legislature or union legislature is known as the parliament. It is the highest law making body in the country. It consists of the president of and two houses, namely the Lok Sabha, House of the People, and the Rajya Sabha, Council of States. The members of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha are called members of Parliament, MPs. The Parliament holds its sessions or meetings at Parliament House called Sansad Bhavan, which is in New Delhi. Two houses of parliament are Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha we have already done, so today we will start with Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament. At present, it can have up to 545 members. Though the constitution has provided for a maximum of 552 seats in the Lok Sabha, the number of seats will remain fixed at 545 till the year 2026. Most of the members of the Lok Sabha are elected directly by the people. The Lok Sabha at present consists of 545 members. Out of these, 530 members are directly elected from the states and 13 from union territories, while 2 are nominated by the President to represent the Anglo-Indian community. The President of India may nominate up to 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community if enough members are not elected to represent that community. The Lok Sabha has a normal term of 5 years, but it may be dissolved by the President before its term and also during an emergency. Its term may be extended for 1 year. Now, who can contest Lok Sabha elections, or you can say what are the qualifications for the Lok Sabha members? So, to stand for election to the Lok Sabha, a person has to be an Indian citizen, aged at least 25 years, should not be bankrupt or mentally unsound, should not hold any salaried government job. Now, the elections of the Lok Sabha. Elections of the Lok Sabha are held at least once every 5 years, and for the purpose of election, the country is divided into as many constituencies as there are seats in the Lok Sabha, and these constituencies are created on the basis of population, so that the more the populous state have, more seat in the Lok Sabha. And voting is done by secret ballot so that the only voter knows which candidate he or she has voted for. After the result of this election is declared, the party that wins the majority of the seats in the Lok Sabha is invited by the President to form the government at the center. And if no party gets a clear majority, 2 or more parties may together form the government. This type of government is called a coalition government. The parties other than the ruling parties constitute the opposition. Now, the presiding officer of Lok Sabha. The presiding officer of the Lok Sabha is known as the Speaker. And this member is the Lok Sabha members elects the Speaker from among themselves. The Speaker conducts the proceedings of the House and maintains order within the House. Sometimes, after a debate, the Speaker takes a vote on the issue. Usually, the Speaker does not vote. But if there is a tie, he can exercise a casting vote. You can say a deciding vote. The Speaker generally belongs to a ruling party but has to act impartially. The Lok Sabha members also elect a deputy speaker who presides over the House in the Speaker's absence. So we have done both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. I'll just give you a comparison between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha is a directly elected body. The Rajya Sabha is an indirectly elected body. The Lok Sabha can pass a vote of no confidence, but Rajya Sabha cannot. The Lok Sabha can be dissolved and the Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved. So our chapter 1 of civics is completed. Read the pages thoroughly. Thank you.